Just like we eat every day, sometimes some people even carefully 3 times a day plus snacks. We don't give up, so we don't give up on praying. We don't give up on the good mitzvahs, and together we pray again. We'll do tzedakah again. All this for the security and well-being of our dear soldiers, of our hostages to come home, and obviously the one blessing which includes them all, the coming of Moshiach. Now, talking about Moshiach, this week's Torah portion is where we have the prophecy about the coming of Moshiach. The name of the Torah portion is Balak. Who was Balak? Who was this individual who deserves such a beautiful Torah portion named after him? While there is no Torah portion about Abraham, no Torah portion in Yitzchak, or Yaakov, or Moshe, or Aaron, any of those great leaders of the Jewish people. Balak has one. So they tell this little anecdote about this young couple had their first child, and they have a whole dispute about what name to give this child. The firstborn son. The wife, the mother, claims, I would like to name him after my father. The husband says, I'd like to name him after my father, especially since he just passed away and he doesn't have a name yet. So, to settle the dispute, they go to the rabbi. The rabbi listens attentively and says first to the mother, what is it that you want to? Says, I would like to name after my father. My father was such a righteous person. After all, I'm the mother. I just gave birth, the first son. And my father was such a great luminary. And I definitely want my son to be named, our son to be named after him. And what was your father's name? Baruch. Wonderful. And you, husband, what do you say? I know my father was not such a great person as my late father-in-law. But he just passed away. He was an honest, hard-working, simple shoemaker. But he deserves a name. What was his name? Baruch. So the rabbi says, I have a solution to your problem. Your argument is who he should be named after? Call him Baruch. And let's see how he grows up. Then we'll see after who he takes after. A name is important. The whole parsha where we're talking about the prophecy of the coming of Moshiach, the greatest blessings that Bilam, the evil prophet, gave to the Jewish people, is all in this parsha. Why is it named after an evil individual? The Torah tells us Balak, who is the king of Moab. He's calling upon Bilam. He says, I want to protect myself from the Jewish invaders. Although they were not planning to invade, all they asked was just to cross, to go over his territory, asking for visas to enter and to immediately exit. And we were going to pay for our stay. I guess they were going to rent Airbnbs. And we are going to pay for our food that we're going to use, or buy from you. Just let us cross your land. And he refused. So when he was afraid he was going to be forcefully have to open the gates, he called on Bilam to curse the Jews. This individual deserves a name in the Torah? Can you perceive a name in the Torah of Hitler, Stalin, Nasrallah, and those similar individuals? So the answer is as follows. Who is a descendant of Moab? Ruth, that famous convert, Ruth the Moabite, that converted to Judaism out of total conviction of the truth of godliness and Torah and mitzvahs and the Jewish nation. Your nation is my nation, she said. Your God is my God, she said. Who is a descendant of Ruth? King David. King David is the forefather of Moshiach. So it only behooves that the prophecy of Moshiach should be actually in the name of the parasha which carries the name of Balak, because we have to be able to look further than just the immediate. Torah tells us that even from something evil, good can come out, and then we should recognize it.